Hi, my name is Karen. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk Gymshark 66. Back in December, Gymshark launched a first time ever Gymshark 66 challenge where they were going to choose two people to become Gymshark athletes. Now, Gymshark has a training app, which I didn't know about until right when they announced the challenge. I actually can't get it directly on the Google Play Store because I have an Android. Apparently they have removed it off of there, but you can go to the Gymshark website to download the app. I'm going to link it down below for you if you're interested in joining. There is a Gymshark 66 challenge on the training app. Now, you didn't have to go through here to participate in the Gymshark challenge, but this is what I did. You can at any point, so you can do this right now if you wanted to, go and sign up for the Gymshark 66 challenge, and you pick 3 daily habits that you wish to change and stick to. They have said that it takes 66 days to change a habit. It takes 66 days to change your life. If you're somebody who struggles with sticking to your goals, this is really great to keep you accountable because there is a checklist that you have to check off every day saying if you did them or not. So you can actually see it right in front of you. This does help you focus. This is a brain thing. They have a whole bunch of different options you can choose from. There is mind, movement, and nutrition. So there's different categories. Back when I signed up for the Gymshark 66 challenge, I chose one from each group. It was kind of funny. It worked out perfectly because I had just signed up at the end of November, I think, for wall Pilates. And I was at the very end of the subscription that I paid for. I only wanted to pay for the 1 month subscription, and I knew that once it was done, I probably wouldn't stick to it. So I signed up for the Gymshark challenge. That was one of my goals I chose. And I had decided I wanted to wake up at 5 a.m. every day. I was good at waking up at 6 a.m. every day, and I wanted to be an hour earlier just for where I want to go in life. And then 3 liters of water. So I was randomly drinking between 1 and 2 liters of water consistently, and then I had just decided that, like, I want to get up to 3 liters, and had only done a couple times randomly because it's really hard when you first commit to trying to drink more water. It's hard to get your body used to drinking that much. So I committed to those 3 things, and my why was big enough because I wanted to become a Gymshark athlete. So that was my why, to stick to my goals. So if you ever do want to stick to your goals, find a really good reason why. Like, your reason why has to be greater than your excuses, because we all do make excuses. We say we don't have enough time to do our goals. We say we make so many excuses. Like, I could make a huge list of them, and just your reason why has to be bigger than your excuses for you to commit to a goal. My reason why was so I did stick. So I wanted to show you the difference of sticking to your goals. I did do a couple of things. The reason why I started daily mobility was because I was having issues with recovery when I was doing weights. I wasn't consistent with doing weights. So I was doing them every week. I have 3 days where I consistently try and do them, where I do shoulders and triceps one day, back and biceps the next day, and then legs. So I ended up going from like a 5-day split to going down to barely doing it, because when I would do like a shoulder or a back workout, my shoulders killed so much that I was not wanting to do it the other days because I was still like incredibly sore, and it was my joints because my posture. So a lot of recovery, if you're having issues, sometimes it's because your spine is misaligned, or there's part of your body that is not aligned properly when you're doing workouts. So I've been learning more about that. As I went through the challenge, I would alter things. The daily mobility was helping a little bit, but not enough. So I did start taking creatine. I did a lot of research before I started taking creatine. It does so much for your body, and our liver actually makes 1 to 2 grams of protein every day, and the rest you get from food sources. Now, I don't eat a lot of the things that you get creatine from, so that's why I decided to take it. And I will show you the photos. I actually did lean out in the 66 days. I was more consistently doing the weights because I was feeling a lot better, and the mobility I did every single morning. I had to. So here is the challenge. When you add things to your routine, you have to kind of figure them out. And I think this is where a lot of people quit as well, is when you come up on the challenges. You can either see things as a roadblock or you can see it as an opportunity. So if you see it as a roadblock, you're more likely to quit. If you see it as an opportunity, you're more likely to just shift what you're doing. So I went from doing the daily mobility, my wall Pilates, after work, where I'm always exhausted. I don't want to do them anytime. Like, if you ask a lot of like bodybuilders or athletes, a lot of them, like, mentally, like, sometimes will not want to go do the workout, but the difference is that they make themselves do the workout even though they don't want to, because actually a lot of times, like, I find I get really drained at my 9 to 5 job. Like, it doesn't fulfill me at all, and this is why. And so by the time I get home, I'm energetically drained. So if I want to do, when I think about doing a workout after work, I don't want to do it, but oftentimes, like, I am exhausted, but once I start working out, I actually have more energy because that's something that my body likes to do, as opposed to my 9 to 5 job. So I actually switched my daily mobility to the morning, which was really hard. So because I was waking up earlier every day at 5 a.m., that I was so tired at first. For like quite a few weeks into it, I was still pretty tired, but once you get into a routine, it's not so bad, but it takes a little while to get into a new routine. And this is the challenge. So I tried doing the workout on an empty stomach when I first started waking up at 5 a.m. and I was like roly-poly, like rolling, just, it was not a good look. And so then I would eat breakfast before I would do my workout, but then my workout was too soon after, based on when I had to leave for work, that I ended up, so now I actually, when I have to leave early in the morning for work, I do my workout on an empty stomach, but this took some getting used to. And on my days off, I will do the Pilates like an hour after I eat breakfast. So I prefer doing it that way, but it just doesn't work like that when I have to work early in the morning, unless I want to get up earlier, and it is still, I don't want to get up at 5 a.m. every day, so this was my choice. And drinking 3 liters of water a day. So Gymshark's app doesn't have the option to do 3 liters. They have 2 liters and 4 liters. So in the app, I chose 2 liters, but every day it was 3 liters. So every day I did drink 3 liters of water. Now this was really hard. So if I drank my first liter of water before 7 a.m., this was easier. If I didn't, then this was really more challenging for me, because I would find I wouldn't drink that much water during the day, and then I would have to drink a lot of water too close to bedtime. Now, if you ever drink a lot before bed, you know that you get up a lot during the night. This affects your sleep, and this affects how tired you are in the morning. Rearranging your day is the best way. Like, it's trial and error when you're switching up your routine. you want to be successful, and you're going to have to find a way to make it easier for you, and you definitely can. It's not like you have to do it a certain way. You can adjust things based on your lifestyle to make it easier for you. Just the big thing is to find your why. So this is the difference. So in the 66 days, I only lost 2 pounds. And I want you to always remember that muscle weighs more than fat. This is really important. And how you feel is really important. So I would listen to more how you feel, because now these photos, so when I started the challenge, I took photos so you can see how my arm muscles look and how my waist looks at the beginning of the challenge, and then you can see me after the 66 days how I leaned out. Now, the muscles have to do with my weightlifting and my increased weights. And this is what I did, is that I leveled up my weights and I pushed myself more to build muscle. So the purpose of the daily mobility was to increase recovery time so that I could increase my weights. So we were successful at that. The drinking the 3 liters of water a day is for basic daily functions, and actually it does help you lose weight around your waist. Now, the creatine may have played a factor in this as well. I don't really know because I just started taking creatine, but I was taking it for the majority of the challenge. And so you can see the difference in my waist as well. So this is what 66 days can do for you if you choose the right goals for you and your body. It's really important to note that everybody is different. This is why it's important to pay attention to your body and your body cues and focus on what you want to achieve. And this will help you move towards your goals. If you at any time want to use the Gymshark app to help you, there's also a lot of really cool workouts in there. And if you liked buying their clothes, you do get 10 XP a day if you do workouts in their app. I just started doing them because I actually really like their shoulder. There's a shoulder dumbbell circuit where some of the exercises I was already doing, and then I added a new one in because of that. There's a core challenge that I like doing, and I think their leg mobility actually burned my legs more than my actual leg workout. So I started doing a leg workout in there as well. So if you want to utilize this tool, you absolutely can. And this is how 66 days can change your life. Sending you love and light.